Video conferencing company Zoom just collaborated with the Chinese state to suppress information about the slaughter of freedom fighters in Beijing 31 years ago. The evil, censorious reach of authoritarian governments often extends far beyond the confines of the countries these dictatorships control. Chinese pro-democracy dissidents, well, they can escape the clutches of the Chinese communists, yet they are quite often silenced in free and democratic countries by the tentacles of the Chinese state and their cowardly enablers. Just look at this from Reuters. Zoom Video Communications temporarily shut down the account belonging to a group of US-based Chinese activists after they held an event to commemorate the 31st anniversary of China's Tiananmen Square crackdown, the activists said on Thursday. Humanitarian China said the event they held on May 31st was hosted by a paid account and was joined by over 250 people worldwide via video conferencing platform Zoom, while more than 4,000 streamed it on social media, many of whom were from China. The account was shut on June 7th, they said in a statement. When a meeting is held across different countries, the participants within those countries are required to comply with their respective local laws, Zoom said in an emailed statement. We aim to limit the actions we take to those necessary to comply with local law and continuously review and improve our processes on these matters. Oh, okay, so they're just using the following local laws excuse to enforce a Chinese censorship law that has led to nearly the entire Chinese population not knowing that the Tiananmen Square massacre ever happened at all. Now, either people don't know or they do know and they can't talk about it because they'll end up locked up. The internet should be liberating the Chinese people from censorship. They can get information they never had before, but these internet collaborators with the Chinese state are helping to ensure that Chinese people never know what freedom is or never know who died for them in the pursuit of it. Zoom is a company based in the world's beacon of freedom, where free speech itself is protected in the Constitution. Yet, Zoom, they're doing the digital version of rewriting a history book in real time. It makes me wonder what else Zoom is doing to just follow local laws. Are they reporting Chinese dissidents inside China to Chinese authorities? And this isn't just a one-off event, and this just isn't a Zoom issue. Twitter, an American-based internet company, censored my boss, Ezra Levant, after a tweet he sent in Canada was deemed to be in violation of Pakistani blasphemy laws. Twitter then required my boss to delete the tweet to get access to his Twitter account. Now, not one to be censored quietly, the boss encountered the Pakistani foreign minister at a press freedom conference in London. I know you actually couldn't make up this stuff if you tried. What on earth was a Pakistani official doing at a press freedom conference when they routinely shut down news they don't like and lock up Christians for reading the Bible in Pakistan? Now, Ezra gave that official the absolute business in front of the entire world. Just watch.
Thanks. Actually, I'm not going to be directed by you. I'm going to ask a question to the Pakistani gentleman.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Because it's a media freedom conference, and you're not going to shut down questions about a censor. You censored me, sir.
Right,
I have a Twitter account in Canada, and because I wrote something that traduced some Pakistani blasphemy law, you complained to Twitter, which took down my tweet in Canada. So can you explain why your Islamic supremacy in Pakistan is silencing my personal and journalistic freedom in Canada? And I know it happens in the United States too. And frankly, you sure should be embarrassed to invite a censor like this. But back to the thug. Who the hell are you to censor me in Canada? Answer.
Now, I don't like...
I know you don't, because you don't like free speech.
I don't like...
You don't like free speech.
Okay. Would you like to answer that for
No, I just respond to you, sir. First of all, you want your sentiments to be respected. Just look at the tone and the challenge you've adopted. Is that the correct way? You have a right to ask questions.
Well, then why did you censor me?
Did I censor you?
You shut down my Twitter tweet.
I did not.
Don't lie.
How am I responsible for that?
Because the government of Pakistan
Listen to
did.
me.
The government of
I've been
Pakistan.
respectful to you.
No, you were not. You censored me.
I did not censor you.
Don't lie.
All right. Why would I lie?
Because that's what you do.
Okay. No, we don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shame on you and shame on you.
You have
Shame
double
on you
standards.
and shame on you
You
for
have
inviting
double
him.
standards.
Shame on you.
You forget.
You censorious thug.
You have double
Censorious
standards.
thug.
And what you call freedom, at times you are projecting certain sectoral agendas.
That clip of Ezra confronting the Pakistani foreign minister at that disgrace of a press freedom event, an event that was co-hosted by the Canadian government, it went viral around the world. But Ezra's not the only Canadian to be censored by Twitter for running afoul of Pakistani blasphemy laws. Canadian journalist Anthony Furey documented how Twitter became the errand boy for the Pakistani government in this article. He wrote about the experience for the Toronto Sun, and he included the email he received from Twitter. Just look at this. We are writing to inform you that Twitter has received official correspondence regarding your Twitter account, Anthony Furey. The correspondence claims that the following content is in violation of Pakistan Law Section 37 of PECA 2016, Section 295B and Section 295C of the Pakistani Penal Code. It was blasphemy laws. Section 295B concerns defiling the Quran, and punishment can be as severe as life imprisonment. Section 295C focuses on derogatory content about Muhammad. That one comes with the death penalty. Wow, okay. So what was the offending tweet? I clicked on the link. It didn't redirect to any dubious site. Instead, it pulled up a tweet that I had made several years ago when I had posted a collage of cartoons of Muhammad. Looking back, I remember I did it right after there had been an ISIS-inspired attack in retaliation over the cartoons. Why are these tech companies like Zoom and Twitter enforcing Pakistan and Chinese laws instead of American laws? Now ask me if I care when Donald Trump threatens to trust bust these hypocritical social media companies when they censor free people in free countries. These are the same companies that cry free market and free speech and business autonomy in response to such threats. These companies can either learn how to respect and protect freedom, the very freedom that created the conditions for their companies to thrive, or they should just pack up and move to the authoritarian regimes they're currently kneeling before. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Now, we talk a lot about Chinese censorship because we care about freedom. But don't kid yourself. Justin Trudeau would love to censor us too, and in some respects he is, by banning our journalists from attending his daily press conferences in front of Rideau Cottage. To see all of our coverage of that issue and to help us fight back to take Justin Trudeau to court to get access to those press conferences, please go to letusreport.com.